we don't have a choice of where we lay, how we're raised. It's the land that we were given, the parents we were given. We have to just make it what it is, right? And yeah, I did just kind of plan going live right here just because of something I'm about to show you, and I'm going to tell you why. But we don't have a choice of like what. But I know what those that hopeless like feeling can be like. I try not to get into it too much because it can sink you down. It just fucking drags you down. I don't know where I'm going with this video besides the fact that I wanted to go live just to share this thing that's going through my head of like a very powerful like emotional connection to. I mean, it's just crazy. Because you know why? Right there is a prison. Deer Ridge Correctional Institution. They call it like dropout rapists, informants, and something else is what people refer to it as. It's DRCI. It's right outside Madras, Oregon, Jefferson County, a state prison. And there's many, many people in there right now that are hoping to hear from their family, hoping to hear from somebody. But look at the nature that surrounds them, all in their little hole of society, the system. It is so perfect, right? The system's so fucking perfect. Look at that. That's what they want you to think. The system's so perfect, and they don't ever fuck up, right? And God forbid the workers that actually work for the system actually admit that they did something wrong, because then if they admit that something is wrong, they themselves work for the system, and they're then putting accountability on the system. It's sad, because everybody fucks up. I've thought a lot in the last couple days, and don't be mean. Oh, the other one? Okay, so I thought of a lot in the past couple days, and I've actually not searched, but just looked at a bunch of rocks, and this is coming through today. All these little pebbles. I don't know what I'm searching for in life. It's not happiness, because I can have happiness within myself. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I was just sitting right here. Out of all these fucking colored rocks, it's actually a rock. It's not glass. That's a trip. But what I'm getting at is to become better in life or whatever, you sometimes you gotta ask for help. And maybe you don't know what kind of help you need, because you're like that rock right there, stuck. Stuck in just survival, you know what I'm saying? Just feeling like you're just sinking in the depths of hell. Depression, sadness, loneliness. All of it just fucking sinks you in. And then you feel like there's no hope. Because then before you know it, you're like one of these other rocks that are just covered up. I guarantee it, if I started piling, I'd be able to just dig a little bit and find beauty in something. But when you're down in there, you really, fuck, I just lost that white. It was right here. you really can't see no hope. And in all reality, like, I've been that way for quite a while. From my relationship splitting up, my sons. I'm really proud of my oldest son. Spending the day with him yesterday was amazing. He took me out to eat with his own money, his own. He works, has his own job, has his own place with his girlfriend's doing good for him. He's making a life of it himself. And I don't know, man. I struggle with my mental health. I struggle with addiction now. I never really wanted to. Nobody ever does, right? But when you fuck up, you know what I'm saying? It's up to you to get yourself back out. And I can't use it as an excuse, but I have to look at it for what it is, and then I battle the fact of how in the fuck am I gonna do it? I did it before, 11 years, and I remember then too, it wasn't as easy as if everybody made it out to seem like, oh, it's one day at a time. Da, da, da. Well, I can say this, that back then, I didn't feel like my mental health was so damn strong. Like my mental health was stronger. I was healthier. I was better. I didn't feel what I feel now. Because it feels like I'm like one of them rocks getting stuck up in there. And the thought of ending it comes almost fucking daily. I don't like talking about it. I don't want to talk about it. And I understand other people don't want to hear about it. But it's the reality of what it is. People say they just want to find happiness. They want to find somebody that makes them happy. Happiness comes within yourself. You can find what makes you happy. Go do something. Go find a hobby. Those things will make you happy, like make you enjoy life a little bit better. What I want in life is to be loved. To truly be loved. Because even in the Bible it says, without love we are nothing. You can give all the love in the world. And sometimes it feels like that love that you give out is a negative. But yet in all reality, when you love somebody, it's not with something in return as expected. You love because that's what you want to do. That's how it is. So you can't have remorse, you can't have, feeling of revenge or whatever it is just because of the fact that you feel you're not being loved back. And reflecting, I've never been to this prison before. But reflecting back how it was when I was locked up, even in a place like that, you're not alone. You have, I don't know how to explain it, man. You got people in there that, even though the hardest inmates and the hardest criminals they're still human, man. People in there will probably help you more than people out here. People in there have the ability to say, hey, bro, what's up? What's going on? Because they see something in you that's changed from the day before. And they genuinely care enough to ask you. You may hear all the stories about fucking people getting killed and stabbed and fucking whatever that goes on in there, raped. You hear all those horror stories, but how much good shit do you hear that actually is in there? They don't want you to hear that. It may be rare, but it's real. And sometimes out here, it's harder than in there. Because you ain't got somebody to ask you, hey bro, what's up? Notice you're like not talking today. Notice you're fucking. You don't have that out here. And I can't change nobody out here. Nobody can change me. I have to change myself, right? I go to report on the 17th for my probation because it's been transferred. And my new PO seems like he's pretty with it. Like he's got a job, but he seems like he cares. And I think it's part of the reason why he transferred me or accepted my transfer. He made it very clear, you know, on transfer cases or whatever, the first time you fuck up within 6 months, you're going back to your county that you came from. And I told him straight up, I said, if I have any hope, my hope's here with my family. And my family may not be the best, but I'll tell you this, seeing my nieces and nephews, my sister has been telling me almost every fucking day how grateful she is for me to be there and how I'm making her daily life more of a routine. Trust me, she has a routine, she has structure, she has her life going. And she's my little sister, but yet at the same time, she inspires me. And I guess in all reality, because I'm her older brother, something within me makes her look at me and be proud. And I don't know what I did. Because it's like those prison stories. You hear all about the fucking negative shit, but you don't hear about the positive. And us as humans, we want to focus on all the bad we did because it's so easy to. Because society has it to where we're so used to just noticing negative shit that we don't reward ourselves or tell ourselves enough that we did a good job. And I'm going to stand here today, right now, right here. And I'm going to say that I did a damn good job with the life I was given. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Nobody knows, but I do. May not have been the life that I wanted. Maybe I didn't make the future exactly how I wanted. I live in pain every day. All because of a choice of going with my football coach. I didn't choose the settlement. I didn't choose. But I have to live with it, right? The one time in my life that I remember making a decision for myself and didn't care the consequences, didn't care anything, was that day they told me to blue slip in McLaren, which meant that you had to go get your shit signed off from the clinic and get all your parole paperwork done to parole. And I refused. I said, I ain't going nowhere. Just like how some people in there right now, some don't have an out date probably, and others fear the day that they have to get out. I never feared the day I had to get out, because why? In life then, it was just living by the day, and how you lived was your environment and what you did. There wasn't no future, because why? Age 30 was just too damn old. You were going to die by then, you know. But I had refused to leave, and my PO they'd never seen that before, ever. 6 months later that I had to. And I think that when I report, I'm going to have to do what I need to do to at least get some type of foundation. I may be scared fucking shitless. Because those days, you just want to end it. At least for me, it's the reaction. It's the moment decision that can change not just your life, but other people's lives. Because it's not just a decision for yourself, it's about the decision of other people left behind. But I think I'm going to ask to go to rehab. I understand there's not a dual diagnosis places here in Oregon, which means, you know, multiple occurring things, mental health and drug addiction. And it's not about just like being thrown in a jail to be made to stay clean, and then them telling you, oh, you're safe here, you're whatever. Because this last time in jail, I didn't want to get out. I had people that I was talking to. Social life was more. I was forced into it. And social life alone can help somebody feel existent. Bottom line, like you fucking are a human. When I was in Christmas Valley, I didn't feel like I was a human. I didn't feel like I existed. I felt like I just fucking going through the plains of life, and whatever was going to be dealt to me, it was dealt to me. And I just needed to be strong enough to fucking make it through it. That's not how you want to live life, man. Life has so much to offer, so much to offer. There's so much beauty in it. Like, look at that mountain back there. I'll tell you, the top of it's just flat. Look at this. The trees. Snow on the mountain back up that way. Look at it. There's so much beauty in life. I know that I'm happy because I'm able to. It may not feel like, you know, how it was as a kid, Christmas morning, and fucking that type of happiness, because people have their own definition of happiness, just like their own definition of love. But I'm happy. I am a happy person. I'm a blessed person. Every day I tell myself and remind myself of what it is there to be thankful for and grateful for. And sometimes when you're like that, you can't say, I'm grateful to be alive, I'm grateful to be breathing. Because you really don't want to, because you don't see the purpose of it, because you just keep every fucking day experiencing that pain. But it is worth it. It's fucking worth it. Like, there's things in life every fucking day that you may not even realize that you're going to go through, that you're going to end up touching that other person, or you're going to end up saying something, helping somebody, you know. opening the door for somebody. All those things affect other people, whether they see it or they're a part of it or whatever. I may not understand it, just like how I don't understand how my sister can look at me and be proud of me being her brother. My niece and nephew. But whatever it is that they're proud of. I did something right? Simple letter every day. Somebody in there just wants a letter. Out here, people just want a real friend. We all say that we have friends, right? But what is a friend? What makes them your friend? What makes them your friend and what makes you their friend? What is it that you do? What is it? I have more strangers on Facebook that are friends than people in real life. And that's the fucking truth. I've done the suggestion says I've done a lot of processing. And like I said, when it comes down to those issues that life brings you, for me at least, and you get hurt because you put trust in somebody or you believed in somebody. The main thing is when you believed in yourself enough to be able to trust again. And when that trust gets broken, it hurts. I don't know what to say. I just wanted to come on here and ramble. I guess I think it's kind of get out my shit that's going through my head. It's like I was saying at the beginning, like, see the little stuff layers in that. It's how we're formed. Everything's just compressing into us. Society, rules, laws, religion. It all just forms us who we are. And then we forget the bigger picture. And that's to enjoy life. To make every day a better day for not just yourself, but somebody else. And then they do the same thing. They may not every day remind themselves, but because they have to worry about certain things. And their structure is way more structured. Not as much freedom. But every single one of them, everyone want nothing more but to have a better day tomorrow. Because in all reality, their structure, their routine is the same thing over and over. They know what's to expect the next day. They know what's going to come. When those gates open, when the fucking door opens, when the fucking chow is, when fucking yard is. They even know who's going to be where or whatever, because of the fact that it's so structured that just because of the race, they know where you're going to be, or what, when you put on your shower shoes, or when you're going to do whatever. They know that. Because that's part of the society of how they form you. In the middle of nowhere in a hole. guys. I just wanted to jump on here real fast and kind of process this with you guys. I don't know if it makes sense to anybody else, but it does to me in a way because it's just fucking how my head goes. I'm gonna start a new medication, and it's an ADHD med, so I hope that it fucking be able to help. And it's weird. Just one shoe. Pretty weird. Pretty decent shoe though. Just be thrown out here like that. So I hope it does help. And today, however your day is, half gone, half whatever, fucking just starting it, whatever it is. Try to do something good, man. Go out of your way today just to do one thing. If you live at home with your parents or in the basement with your grandma, whatever it may be, nothing about it. Just shut your mouth, go do dishes, and fucking go on with your life today. See if somebody notices. Open up a door for somebody. See if they say thank you back. That's the reward that you can give yourself. It doesn't have to be an ice cream cone. Just reward yourself today, like by doing something with nothing in return. Just by an act of changing your routine. Try it out, man. Boys don't cry, but men do. Remember that. Because that's something I'm not going to push down the mud on. Is men don't cry, right? Men don't have feelings, right? That's a fucking crock of shit. And if you think that, if you feel that, you can take that fucking whatever it is, this little pebble right here, you can twist it sideways and stick right up your candy ass. What I gotta say about that. But everybody have a blessed day, man.